Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lorraine O'Donnell, Managing Director of the Kavanaugh Theater. We are pleased to welcome you this afternoon to the inauguration ceremony of DeUville College's 15th president, Dr. Lorrie A. Clemo. Now, in keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, I ask each of you to take a moment to turn off or silence your cell phone, pagers, and mobile devices. Thank you. And now, let's begin our ceremony. Our processional this afternoon, You'll Never Walk Alone, is a tribute to the late Dr. William Mariani, interim president of DeUville College. Dr. Clemo dedicates this song to our late colleague for the constant support Bill gave to her and to all of us during this transition. Due to his support, we at DeUville will never walk alone. Leading our procession are Marshals Dr. Patty Abbott and Dr. Jamie DeWaters. Now entering the auditorium are students representing the 34 nations of the world attending DeUville College during the 2017-18 academic year. Each country's flag is displayed on stage this afternoon, as well as being displayed in the procession by members of the DeUville student body. Now entering the auditorium are members of DeUville College's Student Government Association. Now entering the auditorium are the distinguished delegates representing colleges and universities across the United States, led by Marshals Dr. Mark Garrison and Dr. Bonnie Fox Garrity. The delegates are led by the oldest institution present today, Bowdoin College, founded in 1782. Bowdoin is represented by Dr. Clemo's daughter and alumna, Maria Nicholas. Now entering the auditorium are members of DeUville College's faculty, administrators, and support staff, led by Marshals Dr. Denise Dunford and Dr. Jean Turcotte. Now entering the auditorium are members of DeUville College's administration, including vice presidents and deans, led by Marshal Sister Nancy Kasmarek. Now entering the auditorium are members of the D'Youville College's Board of Trustees. Now entering the auditorium are the members of the Platform Party who will be participating in today's inauguration ceremony. Led by Chief Marshal Dr. G. John Abarno. Dr. Abarno is carrying the mace of the college, which is a symbol representing the authority invested in the president by the Board of Trustees. Also in this procession is Charles J. Erlab, chair of D'Youville College's Board of Trustees, carrying the Presidential Medallion, which is symbolic of the ceremonial nature of the position of President. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and welcome the 15th President of D'Youville College, Dr. Lorrie Clemo. I now call to the podium the Chief Marshal and Professor of Liberal Arts at D'Youville College, Dr. John Abarno.
Good afternoon. On behalf of everyone at D'Youville College, I welcome you on this historic occasion into the inauguration of our 15th president, Dr. Lorrie A. Clemo. Before we begin our ceremony, remain standing for the singing of the national anthem of Canada and the United States. Thank you.
Command, skies, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
At the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may please be seated. It is a glad welcome we extend to you all this afternoon, filled with desires, hopes, and dreams. All of us share on this historic occasion the inauguration of the 15th President of DuVille College, Dr. Lorrie Clemo. It is an honor to serve as the MC of this ceremony that will officially confer Dr. Clemo as the President of DuVille College. First, I would like more specifically to welcome and introduce our distinguished guests on the stage. The Most Reverend Richard J. Malone, Bishop of the Diocese of Buffalo. Sister Julia Lanigan, Grey Nun of the Sacred Heart, President of the Grey Nuns. Mr. C.J. Erlob, Mr. Byron Brown, our Mayor of Buffalo, who just arrived. Mr. C.J. Erlob, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Father Robert Pirelli, Vice President for Mission Integration. Dr. Gina Kimitaka, Chair of the Faculty Council. Mr. Ryan Miller, Chair of the Administrators Advisory Group. Ms. Lori Morosco, Chair of the Support Staff Advisory Group. Ms. Dolores Guyot, President of the Alumni Association. Ms. Christine Siebert, President of the Student Government Association. And of course, Dr. Lorrie Clemo, our President. In the audience, we welcome warmly representatives from colleges and universities from around the country, Duval College Vice Presidents and Deans, Board of Trustee members, and Duval College faculty, administrators, staff, and students. A special welcome to Dr. Clemo's family. We are pleased that you could all join us today. It is more than 9 months since Dr. Clemo joined the Duval College community. In this relatively brief time, she has launched a vision with big ideas that aim to enhance the talents of the faculty and administrators to improve the educational experience of our students. They are, after her phrase, the reason we exist. She is committed to their whole education for life, an education that balances outcomes with thoughtful, critical, and compassionate citizenship. Through innovative, liberating, and analytical coursework in our programs, she envisions the Duval graduate to assume responsible and meaningful lives. This education will serve as the foundation for their personal and professional aspirations. Dr. Clemo will build off the achievements provided by the rich tradition and history of the college, founded by the Grey Nuns of the Sacred Heart, but aims to transform and extend the college's impact beyond the city's boundaries, and invites students and faculty to meaningfully engage in global issues. Her dedication to a new vision is already evident in what she has begun in her opening semesters here. Although Dr. Clemo has taken different vows than her religious predecessors, she is committed to educational excellence and the virtue of compassion and service, but envisions new ways that these may be realized. We all look forward to working under her inspired leadership in the years ahead. It is now my distinct honor to call to the podium for our invocation and offer greetings on behalf of the diocese, the Most Reverend Richard J. Malone, Bishop of the Diocese of Buffalo. Bishop Malone.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. God of goodness and grace, we know that you are here with us, and we are so grateful for your presence. Duval College exists because of you. You created the world and humankind. You sent your Son Jesus to redeem it. You formed a people to proclaim your reign of truth and justice and mercy, and inspired Marguerite Duval and her sisters to serve the poor, young and old, the ill, and all who live on the peripheries. We thank you for the Grey Nuns of the Sacred Heart, St. Marguerite's sisters, and for their mission to be signs of God's constant and unconditional love for every person. Bless our gathering here today, gracious God, the representatives of colleges and universities, alumni, friends, and benefactors of Dewville, members of the board, administration, and faculty, and of course, our students, the women and men for whom we exist. Most especially, Lord God, bless our new president, Lorrie Clemo. We are so grateful that you have led her here to lead us forward, building on our college's so firm foundation. As I ask a special blessing now for you, President Clemo, I borrow words of John O'Donoghue, Irish priest-poet, from his blessing poem, Leadership. May you have the grace and wisdom to act kindly, learning to distinguish between what is personal and what is not. May you be hospitable to criticism. May you never put yourself at the center of things. May you act not from arrogance, but out of service. May you work on yourself, building up and refining the ways of your mind, spirit, and body. May those who work for you know you see and respect them. May you learn to cultivate the art of presence in order to engage with those who meet you. When someone fails or disappoints you, may the graciousness with which you engage be their stairway to renewal and refinement. May you never become a functionary. May you know the wisdom of deep listening, the healing of wholesome words, the encouragement of the appreciative gaze, the decorum of held dignity, the springtime edge of the bleak question. May you have a mind that loves the frontiers so that you can evoke the bright fields that lie beyond the view of the regular eye. May you have good friends to mirror your blind spots. May leadership be for you a true adventure of growth. And finally, God of reason and God of faith, grace this joyful day with your spirit and be a constant companion with our sister Lorrie in her presidency. May Dewville College continue to be a beacon, bringing to light in modern focus the wonderfully traditional yet ancient adage, faith-seeking understanding. May Dewville be a bridge across all chasms that separate individuals from one another, and a crossroads where the intellectual and moral currents of our times meet and are thoroughly considered, all in the light of God's kingdom. And all of this we pray with confidence and hope in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. And now, on behalf of the Diocese of Buffalo, it really is an honor to offer words of welcome to Dr. Lorrie Clemo as she marks her inauguration as the 15th president of Dewville College and its first lay president. Dr. Clemo has stepped into this essential role with tangible joy, true faith, and a generous spirit. As we officially recognize her as president today, we mustn't forget the other responsibilities and titles she holds. Dr. Clemo is a beloved wife and mother. I want to acknowledge and thank her husband, Steve, and her children, Dr. Charles and his wife, Dr. Taylor, Wheaton, Maria, Adam, and Andrew. Saw you at Mass this morning. In addition, Lorrie is a cherished daughter, daughter-in-law, and sister. Lorrie was also the first person in her family to attend college, so you see she has made history before. Soon after receiving the designation of PhD, Dr. Clemo went on to assume another very important title, that of teacher. One of her past students reflected that Dr. Clemo is the reason I am who I am today. I will never forget her. A comment such as this makes clear Dr. Clemo's reputation as a dedicated, caring, and compelling professor. During her time at SUNY Oswego, Dr. Clemo added several more titles to her name and used her gifts and talents in administration as well as the classroom. And now, I address you with your newest title, President Clemo. I congratulate you, Laurier, on the many accomplishments that you have achieved throughout your career before you have come to join with us. And I'm so grateful to God and to you and your family that your career, and I would say also God's guiding spirit, has led you here to Jewville. So the Diocese of Buffalo joyfully welcomes your leadership of Jewville College. This year marks the 170th anniversary of the founding of our diocese. It is the 109th anniversary of Jewville's foundation. This year we also celebrate our founding bishop, John Timon, who died 150 years ago this spring. Bishop Timon prioritized Catholic higher education right away, and our diocese continues to be rich in Catholic institutions of higher education. Jewville College remains one of the sparkling gems in that crown. So thank you, President Clemo, for your commitment to Jewville's mission and identity. Thank you for honoring its Catholic heritage in the spirit of St. Marguerite Jewville and the Grey Nuns, whose faith and dedication brought the college into being and led and nurtured it along the way. Thank you for your generous commitment to strengthen and support the school in every way, but most especially working with its people, the students and faculty, administration, the staff, the alumni, the benefactors, the friends who make Jewville College the vibrant institution that it is. May your tenure here be filled with personal and professional fulfillment, joy, and prosperity. Congratulations, welcome, God bless you.
Thank you, Bishop Malone. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Sister Julia C. Lanigan, President of the Grey Nuns of the Sacred Heart. She will offer her greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the Grey Nuns. Sister Lanigan.
On behalf of the Grey Nuns of the Sacred Heart, it's my pleasure to offer you, Dr. Clemo, a warm welcome to the Jewville College community, along with our heartfelt congratulations on your appointment as the first president of Jewville who is not a Grey Nun. We entrust to you, Dr. Clemo, and to all in the Jewville College community who are committed to Jewville's future mission and role in higher education, the legacy of the Grey Nuns here at Jewville. This rich legacy has brought the college through many years of extraordinary achievements. Jewville College has thrived because of roots that were carefully tended to assure a strong foundation. Founders who were women with great courage and faith. Growth that was achieved with foresight and vision. Excellence as an integral part in the pursuit of learning. Spiritual and intellectual formation to promote fullness of life for all. Expansion and innovation of course offerings and academic facilities. Responsiveness to social conditions affecting the needy, gospel values espousing John Henry Cardinal Newman's theory of education, that to be well educated is to be caring, sensitive, and to serve. And most importantly, the mission of St. Marguerite Jewville, rooted in the Catholic tradition, promoting the love and mission of Jesus Christ, the teacher par excellence. Dr. Clemo, in addition to our congratulations, the Grey-Nuns pledge the support of our prayers for you, for your husband and family, and for all the Duville College community. We firmly believe that your own dedication to social justice, care of creation, and concern for the poor is truly in alignment with our own. May the mission of St. Marguerite Duville that inspirits Duville College flourish and grow under your capable leadership and through the work and dedication of all the faculty and staff and students here at Duville College. Welcome, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Sister Lanigan. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium the Honorable Mayor Byron Brown to offer his greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the City of Buffalo. Mayor Brown.
The City of Buffalo is a forward-looking city of great talent, opportunity, and diversity. And it is a city that's proud to share a rich history with Duville College. On behalf of the people of Buffalo, I am honored to bring greetings and convey our official welcome to Dr. Lorrie Clemo, Duville College's 15th president. It is an honor to be here with Bishop Malone, Sister Lanigan, distinguished members of the Duville College Board of Trustees, professors, students, and alumni to celebrate a very special person on a very historic occasion. Dr. Clemo, as you have heard, is the first layperson to serve as president in the history of Duville College and joins the ranks of other outstanding and dedicated leaders, including Sister Denise Roche. As a former State University of New York trustee, I am pleased that she comes to Buffalo from SUNY College at Oswego. And today, she takes on one of the most important jobs in our city, leading and facilitating the higher education of our next generation. Today, we assemble to celebrate this institution. Since its founding in 1908, Duville College has been an important member of the historic Prospect Hill neighborhood on Buffalo's west side and one of our city's great institutions of higher education which attracts students from around the world. As the first college to offer bachelor degree programs for women in Western New York, Duville College has been a model of progress and opportunity right up until today, as it has grown into a vibrant co-ed campus with a global reputation. As a result of an incredible decade of economic growth, Buffalo is currently in the midst of a transformation that will be felt for decades. Our city's higher education institutions are critical partners in this growth, and Duville is one of those important community partners. There are many examples from working with us on the Niagara Street Infrastructure Improvement Project or the reconstruction of the Fargo Avenue traffic circle. Together, we've improved the safety and walkability of the community and the campus, making our city an even better place to live, work, invest, and to earn a higher education. I'm especially grateful for our shared commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity. Duville College students, faculty, and staff serve this community in many ways, and our valuable partnership is something that we cherish. I am confident that Dr. Lorrie Clemo will expand this relationship even further as the city of Buffalo continues to grow and thrive. President Clemo, on behalf of all of the residents of Buffalo, please accept our sincere welcome and congratulations. We wish you good fortune and God's blessing in your work in the days, months, and years ahead.
Thank you, Mayor Brown. At this time, our ensemble will present a very special musical interlude. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kavinoki Choir.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Take a little time out of your busy day to give encouragement to someone who's lost the way. Or would I be talking to a stone if I asked you to share a problem that's not your own? But we can change things if we start giving. So why don't you reach out and touch somebody's hand? Make this world a better place. I know you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, just try.
If you see a friend on the street and he's down, remember his shoes could fit your feet. Oh, try a little kindness and you will see it's something that comes so very naturally. We can change things if we start giving. So why don't you reach out and touch somebody's hand? Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. A better place.
I know
if
you can.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand.
Make this world a better place if you can.
A special thank you to the musical ensemble this afternoon for participation in our ceremony. Their names are all listed in the program for you. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Ms. Christine Siebert, President of the Student Government Association, class of 2017 undergraduate, class of 2020, her doctoral program, to offer her greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the student body. Ms. Siebert.
Hello. Dr. Clemo, the DeUville Board of Trustees, Grey Nuns, fellow students, staff, faculty, alumni, and all distinguished guests. It is my great honor to join you today and to present the official welcome and greetings to Dr. Lorrie Clemo, our 15th president, on behalf of all the DeUville College students. Dr. Clemo, we welcome you, Dr. Nicholas, and your entire family to DeUville. Since meeting you just 9 short months ago, we have been inspired by your support and progressive leadership. As students at DeUville today, we hope to inspire you with the future that we represent as emerging professionals who strive to provide the highest quality of service to our community. As leaders, we often seek change. We want to make a difference. We want to change the world, even a little. As students, we realize that our contribution to this difference, to this change, it stems from the pursuits of our professional excellence. And together, we can influence our world as a team of educated, compassionate, and conscientious professionals. At DeUville, we are educated and engaged to ask the most fundamental of human questions. Who am I? Who am I meant to be? What am I called to do? The answers to these questions may be elusive and changing, but we are fortunate at DeUville to have many opportunities to examine these questions under various lenses that lead us forward towards personal and professional growth. As students, we are proud to be a part of DeUville and to be associated with a private institution that remains focused on people, the unique individuals who are our classmates, professors, leaders, and friends. With this bridge in leadership, we look forward to witnessing continued growth in our values of service, compassion, and academic excellence, while continuing to emphasize the value of the individual. On this special day for all of us at DeUville, I would like to share some words from a well-known lifelong student, Benjamin Franklin, who said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn." President Clemo, I'm so excited to have you join with us in striving towards this ideal. I proudly welcome you to DeUville on behalf of the entire student body. We welcome you and your family as official members of our family. Congratulations.
Thank you, Christine. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Gina Kimitaka, Professor of the Liberal Arts Department and President of the Faculty Council, to offer her greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the faculty. Dr. Kimitaka.
Dr. Clemo and family, the DeUville Board of Trustees, Grey Nuns, fellow staff and faculty, alumni, students, and distinguished delegates. It is my honor and great pleasure to join you today and to present the official welcome and greeting to Dr. Lorrie Clemo, the 15th president of DeUville College, on behalf of all of the members of the DeUville faculty, past and present. Dr. Clemo, we welcome you and your family to DeUville. The life of the mind, a life committed to discovery and education, is a life unlike any other. Being a professor at a great college like DeUville is a remarkable privilege. We join with you in wanting DeUville to be a place where faculty always believe they can do their best work. This means surrounding them with outstanding colleagues, students, and staff, providing cutting-edge infrastructure, developing the resources to support innovative research and teaching, and last but not least, celebrating their successes. Today, we celebrate the college and your leadership. We celebrate the work we will do together going forward. D'Youville faculty aspire to educational excellence in the classroom, but we also aspire to distinctive excellence, unique to our mission, our gifts, our strengths, our values and beliefs, our hopes and aspirations. Dr. Clemo, the D'Youville faculty applaud and embrace this vision that you have set forth. At D'Youville, we are an academic community at heart. Ideas are the very pulse of our work. Our teaching, scholarship, and research are the focal points of our common life. Our purpose is to examine our ideas that explain our past, restate our present, and allow us to explore our future. We seek knowledge, and in the search for knowledge, we also seek the truth. Together with you, we will work to foster critical thinking, communication skills, shared inquiry, and an introduction to a world of ideas. Our challenge is to align the great ideas and great texts with the practical demands of the realities of our times, in the world, and importantly, in the lives of our students. We give our students both the skills they acquire here, as well as the pathways to a career and a life. We provide students what they need, whether here or globally. Again, on behalf of the D'Youville faculty, Dr. Clemo, we say welcome. We are excited to be a part of your team, and most importantly, we're excited to get to work.
Thank you, Gina. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Mrs. Lori A. Marasco, Chair of the Support Staff Advisory Group, to offer her greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the support staff. Mrs. Marasco.
Dr. Clemo and family, the D'Youville Board of Trustees, Grey Nuns, faculty, staff, alumni, and distinguished guests. It is my sincere honor and pleasure to join you today on behalf of the members of the support staff to offer the official welcome and greeting to Dr. Lorrie Clemo, the 15th president of D'Youville College. In congratulating you, Dr. Clemo, we also welcome your loved ones, your husband, Dr. Steve Nicholas, and your children, Charlie, Adam, Maria, and Andrew, to our D'Youville community. We are happy to have you join this exciting journey, a new era at D'Youville College. Each person who believes in what we do here will be part of what we become here. Support staff are the backbone of the institution, the steady heartbeat and the helping hand in planning and execution. We embrace this exciting transition and look to the future with energy and excitement. Together we can be what we accomplish as one team. I never thought I'd be invoking Walt Disney in my remarks at an occasion like this, but it fits. Walt Disney died in 1966 before Disney World in Florida could be completed. But he'd worked on it for years, mapped it, planned it, and supervised its construction up to the day he died. On the opening day of Disney World in 1971, someone commented to Mike Vance, the former creative director at Disney Productions, "Isn't it too bad Walt Disney didn't live to see this?" Vance replied, "He did see it. That's why it's here." We're not building a magic kingdom here at D'Youville, but we are constructing a positive way of living and working in the world. Together, we can impact student success and create a workplace that is fun, inclusive, meaningful, and offers employees a place for personal and professional growth. Dr. Clemo, with your leadership, we promise to work creative and joy. As Walt Disney's employees indebted themselves to his vision, we promise to do the same for you. As we say, may we do it well, may we do it together, and may we do it joyfully. Congratulations, and again, welcome on behalf of all the support staff at D'Youville. We wish you blessings and joy.
Thank you, Laurier. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Ryan Miller, academic advisor and adjunct professor in the Exercise and Sports Science program, and the chair of the Administrators Advisory Group, to offer his greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the administrators. Mr. Miller.
Dr. Clemo, family, D'Youville Board of Trustees, Grey Nuns, fellow staff, faculty, alumni, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the administrators at D'Youville, it is my honor and pleasure to join you today and to present the official welcome and greeting to Dr. Lorrie Clemo, the 15th president of D'Youville College. Dr. Clemo, we welcome you and your family to D'Youville. We embrace with excitement and enthusiasm the vision and direction your leadership brings us. We start by asking, as a team working together at D'Youville, what is it that we're searching for as we move forward? To strive to act courageously as agents of change. Be the change that you want to see in others. To be proficient communicators. We must be self-aware, have the ability to adapt, be empathetic, and of good moral character. To maximize our performance potential. We strive to build an engaged workforce of happy, healthy, and productive employees that not only excel individually, but also work seamlessly together as a team. To be facilitators of knowledge sharing, we must promote trust, encourage a common vision, foster a collaborative culture that embraces D'Youville, the community, and the world. If that sounds like an ambitious agenda, you're right, it is. However, using these guiding principles as our compass allows us to appreciate where we've been in the past and where we plan to go in the future. We're excited to share in this great journey to create an empowering workplace and be part of a strong, integrated team under your leadership. Agan Hassa Abidi, a famous banker and philanthropist, once said, "The conventional definition of management is getting work done through people, but real management is developing people through work." Today, we join the entire D'Youville College community in welcoming you as our new president, but also committing to working with you, encouraging you, and challenging you as we work together to create the D'Youville College of tomorrow. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Ryan. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dolores Guyot, President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, to offer her greetings to President Clemo on behalf of the alumni. Mrs. Presena.
Dr. Clemo and family, D'Youville Board of Trustees, fellow alumni board members, Grey Nuns, faculty and staff, alumni and distinguished guests. It is my honor and pleasure to join you to officially welcome Dr. Lorrie Clemo, the 15th president of D'Youville College, on behalf of the 20,000 alumni representing all 50 states and over 20 countries worldwide. You join us at a unique moment in D'Youville history. We have been blessed with enthusiastic students, outstanding faculty, and highly dedicated administrators and staff. In partnership with our alumni, parents, and friends, you share in our commitment to help D'Youville achieve its full and rightful place among the region, and yes, the nation's greatest colleges. Today, I stand here in eager anticipation of what D'Youville can and will be under Dr. Clemo's leadership. As Malcolm Gladwell wrote in his book, The Tipping Point, little changes can have big effects. When small numbers of people start behaving differently, that behavior can ripple outward until a critical mass or tipping point is reached, changing the world. I firmly believe our students and alumni will continue to make those ripples, positively impacting our world. Time spent in pursuit of higher education can be transformative. New ideas, people, and perspectives change the way we see ourselves, the world, and our place in it. For graduates, staying connected to our college and other alumni can be equally meaningful. Alumni are stewards of the college, and DeUville has a history of significant alumni stewardship. They generously support college activities and priorities, financially and with their time, expertise, and enthusiasm. They provide current and prospective students with information and advice and create opportunities for fellow alums to meet, build relationships, and reconnect with the college. They also return to DeUville as members of the faculty and staff, as trustees, and as parents. Just weeks ago, I began a term as president of the Alumni Board and was grateful for the opportunity to meet our new president. A few things were immediately evident. President Clemo's commitment to education, her willingness to seek, listen, and learn from the experiences of others, and her obvious delight in having joined the DeUville community. And Dr. Clemo understands and appreciates the affection alumni have for DeUville, as well as the current and potential ways we contribute to the character and health of the college. When I graduated the first time from DeUville in 1970, my classmates and I, all female at the time, were told that DeUville is a gift to be embraced that we will enjoy for our entire lives. Dr. Clemo, DeUville College alumni welcome your leadership, and we look forward to working with you in the years ahead. As we celebrate with you today, these words come to mind. You are now a part of DeUville, and DeUville is now a part of you. This is a lifelong gift. Welcome.
Thank you, Dolores. We have now arrived at the focal point of today's ceremony, the installation of Dr. Lorrie Clemo as the 15th president of DeUville College. The installation will be conducted by Charles J. Erlob, chair of DeUville's Board of Trustees. Mr. Erlob.
Well, I got to tell you, this is not in the script, but it is warm up here. On behalf of the DeUville College Board of Trustees, I welcome all of you to the inauguration of Lorrie Clemo as DeUville's 15th president. I'm also pleased to welcome all of our special guests, especially Lorrie's family, distinguished delegates, students, alumni, faculty, staff, and fellow members of the Board of Trustees. Today is truly a landmark event in the life of DeUville College. This presidential inauguration begins a new era of leadership and competitive strength for DeUville College within our region, our state, our nation, and indeed across the world. The vitality of our intellectual community is being infused with high energy and exciting plans for our future. With our mission and sense of shared purpose are being renewed. With today's inauguration, we gather to honor and pledge our support to you, Lorrie, for together we will achieve great success. DeUville is a very special place. Our storied history, our wonderful campus, our friendships treasured through the years, and our spirited hope for tomorrow keep us ever mindful of why we love DeUville College. I am proud to lead the Board of Trustees. Each member of the board holds a personal connection to our mission, and through our service, we deepen that loyalty and commitment. Now, I apologize to Nate because this is not in the proceedings, but I serve with a wonderful board, and I'd like to recognize them. There's probably nothing more important that the board does than select the president of the college. So would my fellow trustees please rise and be recognized? Thank you. We are thrilled that Lori and her husband, Steve, have joined the Dieuville community. We believe that Lori's presidency holds enormous promise. She leads with a brilliant mind and a learned sense of higher education, how it is to be delivered now, and how it may change in the future. She possesses a passion for the curricular strengths of this particular college, spanning the liberal arts to the professional disciplines. Lori's candor and forthright manner are hallmarks of her character, leadership, and expectations. Dieuville was founded by impressive women, the Gray Nuns, who had aspirational visions of greatness and great accomplishments for Buffalo and for college-bound students. Lori, too, is committed to great vision, a superior vision for the 21st century. She has spent her entire career working for higher education in New York State. She sees Dieuville pushing those boundaries, reaching new summits, reaching new levels of accomplishment we have never before achieved. She sees our campus as diverse and inclusive, full of promising self-starters, and most importantly, a college driven towards student success. I speak for all of my trustee colleagues, past and present, when I say how honored we are to work with Lori and how confident we are that she is the right person to lead Dieuville College. We will now proceed, finally, to the formal investiture of our new Dieuville College president, Dr. Lorrie A. Clemo. I would like to invite Sister Julia to the podium again to assist me in the presentation of the medallion. Sister Julia. Now, Lori, would you please join us? Lorrie A. Clemo, you have been duly elected to serve as the 15th president of Dieuville College. By virtue of the authority I have in serving as the chairman of the trustees, it is with great pleasure that I instill you to this office with all its requisite rights, privileges, and responsibilities. By accepting this presidential medallion, you accept the charge to carry out the duties of president with boundless energy and passion, with a spirit of humility and of grace, with unwavering integrity and with unquestionable dedication to maintain the spirit and ideals of Dieuville College as they were established in 1908 by the Gray Nuns of the Sacred Heart. You have the full confidence of the Board of Trustees. We join the entire Dieuville College community in looking forward with excitement to your tenure as president. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor that I present to you our President, Lorrie A. Clemo.
Good afternoon. Chairman Erlob, I'm honored by your trust and inspired by your charge. I am grateful to all members of the Board of Trustees for their confidence and touched by the greetings from our entire community, administrators, staff, faculty, alumni, Bishop Malone, Sister Julia, and especially our students. I can't say it enough. Students, you are the reason we exist. Thank you, students, as well as the entire campus, for such a heartfelt welcome. I would like to give special thanks to the dignitaries that are with us today. Mayor Byron Brown, Senator Tim Kennedy, a very proud alumni. Senator, please stand. Be recognized. Thank you for being part of this special celebration. It is gratifying, and I am pleased to see my academic peers here from so many area colleges and universities, the American Council on Education Fellows, as well as former colleagues, mentors, and yes, students of mine. I also want to thank presidents and leaders from institutions outside of Western New York. Their presence reminds us we at DeUville College are part of something greater than ourselves. We in higher education are part of a tradition which, in terms of its historical roots and longevity, is derived from and surpassed only by the world's religious institutions. It is an honor to share the auditorium with two former DeUville presidents. Our 13th president, Sister Charlotte Barton, please stand. And our 14th president, Sister Denise Roach. Together, through your wise leadership, you have guided DeUville to a position of great strength, poised to successfully enter our next chapter. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would also like to recognize and thank members of the Presidential Selection Committee, the Public Ceremonies Committee, with special recognitions to Nate Martin and Stephanie Addy, our co-chairs, Holly Carpenter and Philomene Cuzzello from the President's Office for their work in helping to make this day a success, the maintenance team that worked to make our campus look so beautiful for this special occasion, and all of the students, faculty, and staff who gave their time and talent to make today and the whole week possible. In fact, make this whole week incredible. Thank you so much. I am forever grateful to my entire family who is here with us today. I think there's 35 of them strong in here in the front. They've now all become recruiters for the college. Especially my children and their significant others, who are delegates proudly representing their various alma mater. And most especially my husband, Stephen Nicholas, first man of the college. Thank you. I am thankful to each of you who has touched my life and led me to this moment. And I'm excited to call DeUville and the city of Buffalo with its 2-1 Buffalo Bills. Woo-woo! My home. To say I stand before you as someone who is both honored and humbled to be installed as the 15th president of this great institution is a vast understatement. I am honored to have been invited to do this work, to do the work of the Dieuville community on behalf of all of you. And I am humbled by the remarkable 109-year-old history of faith, service, and mission that precedes my time here. Dieuville College is founded in goodness. Any visioning of its future must begin with looking back at the inspiring legacy of service and charity that is Dieuville College. Not to mention that as a former professor, I like a good story. And as Bishop reminded us this morning and again this afternoon, our history begins in the first half of the 18th century with the work of Sainte Marguerite Dieuville, a French-Canadian widow who founded Sisters of Charity, commonly known as the Grey Nuns. Surrounded by deprivation and despair, Sainte Marguerite unselfishly answered the call and tended to a community of neighbors afflicted with smallpox, a disease that killed over 1/2 of those infected and nearly 80% of infected children, eventually expanding her mission to include the operation of the General Hospital of Montreal. After St. Marguerite's death, the Order of Grey Nuns continued to expand to other cities. A part of that growth, on April 4th, 1908, the New York State Legislature granted Dieuville a charter to become a college. The founders of Dieuville envisioned a college where women would receive a rigorous education, the kind that was available in their time and place only to men. In the first commencement speech of 1912, William Martin, Director of Studies at Young Dieuville College, with incredible foresight professed, "No course of study, no system of education possesses a validity that would justify its being fixed for a long period of time. A system of education that has eyes only for the past and sees things only through the eyes of the past fails to realize the very purpose of its being." How insightful are those words? Because it is indeed only through change and adaptability that we fully realize the purpose of our being. And so it is that among its many accomplishments, Dieuville was the first college in Western New York to offer baccalaureate degrees to women. It started the area's first 4-year nursing program in 1942, and under the steady guidance of Sister Denise, opened numerous health profession programs, introduced accelerated degrees, and brought the Buffalo Public Schools to our campus, among many other astute initiatives, all expanding the ability of Dieuville graduates to carry out the founding mission of service and education. And education has always been a central force in my life. The importance of acquiring knowledge was instilled in me in a very early age. So was the importance of service and sacrifice. Although my grandmother was one of the first women to graduate from Syracuse University in the early part of the 20th century, my mother, Betty Mae Clemo, never had the chance to go to college. Born on a small farm in Baldensville, New York, a devoted daughter and sister, she cared for her sick father while helping to put her brother through college during her teenage years. For over 40 years, she served as an assistant to education administrators, ironically, to people just like me. She was behind the scenes, but had an unmatched work ethic, committing herself to the supporting role in education of others while making a happy life for my sisters and me. Focusing on my mother isn't to ignore my father, Charles Garnett Clemo. Born in Ottawa, he emigrated at the age of 16 in search of better opportunities. A naturalized citizen, he served in the U.S. Army as a medic in the Korean War. Rarely speaking of his time there, but clearly proud of his role healing others on the battlefield. After returning from abroad and without a college degree, he worked for 35 years in the service industry. I am proud of what he did for our family, our country, and what he did to instill character and love in me. Because of their hard work and firm belief in my potential, I was blessed to be a first-generation college student. My mother and father, both of whom I am sure are watching from above, taught me through example that a meaningful education requires both knowledge and service. You can't achieve the first without living the second. I share these personal reflections with you because it is a history of my upbringing that prepared me for the role in leading this college. But it is the rich history of this college that drew me here. Going forward, DeUville will continue along its progressive path and lead change and innovation in higher education. We will embrace challenges as opportunities. Like St. Marguerite DeUville and her relentless drive to heal the sick, we ask ourselves, what are the challenging needs of our time? And how will we adapt to conquer these challenges? 3 directions are clear. First, we will galvanize our efforts to develop courageous leaders who care for the world. And not to brag, but we already have a remarkable record to boast about. The impact of a DeUville education and the leadership it fosters is evident in all of our alumni. Every day, our alumni break through glass ceilings, improve health practices, change the way children are taught, launch new businesses and nonprofits, save lives, or give their own lives to save others. And so it was with Eleanor Grace Alexander, nursing class of 61. Affectionately described by family members as a tough broad, Eleanor had, by 1967, achieved success as an operating room supervisor and was engaged to be married. But something was missing. She felt compelled to serve. Friends suggested volunteer work such as the Peace Corps, but Eleanor insisted on military service, so much so that she enlisted in the Army, the only branch that would guarantee her a tour in Vietnam. Enlisting in May of '67, leaving behind her hope chest and wedding dress, Eleanor was assigned to the 85th Evacuation Hospital in Quy Nhon, Vietnam. Recalled as top-notch, never got rattled, and well-groomed for the chaos of a field hospital, Captain Alexander put her DeUville education to the ultimate test. 5 months into her assignment, she was part of an emergency medical team ordered closer to the battlefield. She and a team worked grueling 14-hour shifts. The troops are getting hit hard, she wrote home to her mother. For the past 3 days, I've been running on about 4 hours sleep. Funny thing is, I love it. After 6 weeks in the field, during the return flight, their plane tragically crashed into a mountainside. Alexander and the other 25 passengers and the crew were all killed. She was 27 years old and was posthumously awarded the Bronze Star for heroic and meritorious achievement. Our current times demand actually call out desperately for such heroic leadership. But developing leaders in such a fast-paced world must likewise change with the times. In his latest book, Thank You for Being Late, Thomas Friedman explains in his wonderfully understandably style that it now takes only 10 years to get used to the sort of technological changes that we used to take a couple of generations. But what good is it when technology becomes obsolete in 5 years? Friedman, like D'Youville's first commencement speaker, is optimistic, however, arguing that the human species is very adaptable. And adaptability is what ultimately breeds success. So we here at D'Youville are adapting to the education of future leaders to our ever-changing world. We are designing a new educational paradigm where leadership development resides in an inclusive and collective process, a process that is spread across networks of knowledge and people, where students are the curators of their own learning, and where innovation and technology provide the infrastructure to drive desired change. We are prepared to unveil an educational paradigm that develops leaders to stay ahead of the pace of change. We will become a beacon for developing competent, compassionate, and relevant leaders with the courage and resilience to address the pressing challenges that confront us now and beyond. Our second direction is to expand the power of D'Youville in the world. Building on our legacy, D'Youville will expand our work across the globe because the challenges for this century are borderless. We must prepare students to live and work in a global community with global fluency and full engagement. We will prepare our students for an unpredictable world in powerful ways. A recent example begins over 10 years ago in the office of my predecessor, Sister Denise. At that time, 4 nuns from the Immaculate Heart Sisters of Africa and Tanzania came to her and asked if D'Youville would be willing to provide them an education. Their home, a remote corner of Tanzania, is a place of dirt roads and distant markets, no running water or electricity, limited schools and health care, a deforested land with high rates of disease, malnutrition, and mortality. It is a place where life is hard, especially for young girls and women. D'Youville graciously enabled these sisters to enroll and complete their education free of charge. With the backing of this education, Sisters Teresina, Agnes, and Jenifa returned to Tanzania, where they played an instrumental role with the help from the Buffalo-based charity Girls Education Collaborative in the creation of a comprehensive regional boarding school for girls. Dedicated this past June on 1,000 acres, the school, when fully developed, will enroll 1,500 girls in grades pre-K through secondary. The boarding school in Kintanga, Tanzania, will provide a safe and nurturing community where education will unlock each girl's potential. Imagine that. A D'Youville education of 4 exponentially changes the lives of thousands. And to the D'Youville faculty, we thank you. How proud you must be of the imprint you have made on the lives of these remarkable women and the generations of girls that will benefit from your teachings. But our global relations are not only a half a world away, they are half a block away. When I look out the window of my office, visit our campus buildings, or stroll through our neighborhood, I see people coming and going without pattern or regularity. I'm struck by the colorful faces of diversity that I encounter. My ears might pick up Spanish, Vietnamese, Mandarin, Karen, Somali, or Amharic. I can't help but marvel at the rich and textured diversity of our West Side neighborhood. Buffalo is not just a city of good neighbors with a proud local history dating back to the 1800s, but a city undergoing a true renaissance and reflecting back the many cultural shifts we see throughout our country and around the globe. As I have seen and heard, I sense a larger world being brought into focus. And this only reminds me of DeUville's place in a bustling, rapidly shifting 21st century higher education marketplace. In this new era, we are committed to improve the safety and ensure the well-being of our neighbors in Buffalo and the West Side by training our students to provide culturally responsive health care, assisting with the integration of children and families into school and college, and improving the cultural competence of all of our students, faculty, and staff. We will create additional community-based and international internships, more clinical placements, expand more study abroad and study away opportunities, enhance faculty resources in international relations, and support more community outreach. In short, DeUville will ensure that every student's experience is a global one, whether it's here in our globally networked neighborhood or in a needy nation abroad. Our third direction is to increase opportunity with dedicated donors and trusted partners by our side. Income inequality in our nation has led to severe education inequality. Here in our own city of Buffalo, inequitable opportunity means not all youth have access to education and circumstances that set them up for success in school, college, and career. Only 48% of students of color graduate from city high schools in 4 years, compared to 70% of white students. And sadly, the gap widens even more when you examine the college going rate and college completion rates among our local youth. Nationally, a recent study reported that over the past 4 decades, college completion rates for our wealthiest families has risen dramatically from 44% to 77%, while among our poorest, the rate of college completion has risen from 6% to a paltry 9%. When I went to college, I was supported by the generosity of those who came before me. They didn't know me, my family, or my circumstances, but they knew the power of education. Access to education then, as now, is the path to equality. The statesman and civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois framed it this way: of all the civil rights of which the world has struggled, the right to learn is undoubtedly the most fundamental. And thankfully, there are alumni and friends of the college, many of whom who are in this room today, who have the same mindset and generous foresight to invest in our students, students with humble beginnings but with bright futures. And I am confident that our valued work here at DeUville will inspire many more to invest in the college's most treasured asset, our students. There have been so many kind people who have supported the college through the years, like recent benefactors, the late Richard Garman and his family, to whom the Patricia H. Garman School of Nursing was recently named in honor of his wife, Pat, who not only graduated with her BSN in 1976, but also went on to teach psychiatric nursing here at DeUville. And the Bauer family, who named our newest building the School of Arts and Sciences and Education after their father, Dr. Charles Bauer, and mother, Mary Schweitzer Bauer, who also graduated with her BSN in 1947. These transformational, multi-million-dollar acts of generosity, in addition to so many other heartfelt gifts, allow DeUville to meet the financial needs of students, change lives, and offer opportunity to many. Support of these students is a shared commitment, and we will uphold these values into the future. DeUville will work diligently to remain affordable, accessible, and offer value that families across the income spectrum are seeking. Even today, we are a top-rated college for value, and are recognized for high first-year earnings of our graduates. When I envision our ideal DUville, I envision an equitable and inclusive community where people have opportunities, resources, and tools needed to achieve their potential to lead fulfilling lives. An opportunity will come in many forms. We will not only offer an exceptionally high quality and high value education to those that want to learn in Buffalo, but we will expand our reach to offer education to people who seek better access at a distance. Expanded 24/7 online learning and on-site at your workplace are but two examples. We are prepared to cascade our well-respected name and signature academic programs far beyond our campus to reach increased numbers of students through partnerships and collaborations that will allow us to deliver relevant experiences and programs in settings that will serve as living laboratories for learning. We are committed to embrace the education wherever we find it. We are taking education to the people where they are, where their needs are. The 21st century has given us a pope who, in his understated yet powerful ways, declared the modern servants of faith should have the smell of sheep on them. We need to get out of our comfortable buildings and go where the people are. In his parlance, be shepherds of those who are in need. It's a powerful message for the religious faithful. It is just as powerful for those of us in higher education. We need to get out of our ivory towers and go to where our students are. Pope Francis broadens this imagery to something that hits even closer to those of us here at DUville College, using the field hospital as an example of how the modern church should operate. Field hospitals, unlike their stationary counterparts, are mobile, going outside of themselves to respond to emergencies. They neither withdraw from the world nor only treat those who come to them. The college, like the church, needs to be on the battlefield, a core of individuals taking risks to deal with the needs of those who are most challenged in today's knowledge economy. We want to leave the college a world a better place for future generations. We want our students to have the best opportunities to reach their full potential and find fulfilling lives and careers. And much like the Pope's shepherds, field hospital nurse Captain Alexander, the nuns of Katanga, former DUville faculty member Pat Garman, or alumna Mary Schweitzer Bauer, none of us who work in these fields can truly be happy in life until we hitch our wagon to something that is much bigger than we are. The work that is being done by this college is certainly much bigger than any one of us. All of us can, however, find expression in our innermost values if we keep in mind the mission the Grey Nuns have set for us. We never refuse to serve. And we will only endure and have purpose in our being if we innovate and adapt to the fast-changing, dynamic, and beautiful world that God has given us. I am deeply grateful for the invitation to serve DUville College. I am committed to giving it my all. But it is not a job for one. It is a job for many. We have a great deal to accomplish. The world is waiting for us. So let's go, DUville. Let's get to work.
Thank you, President Clemo, for those thoughtful and inspiring words. And now, if you could all rise again, please. This is the rising for the benediction ceremony that will be conducted by Father Robert Pirelli, Vice President for Mission Integration. Father Pirelli.
Thank you, John. A word of blessing. We ask God to bless this good woman who is many things to many people. She is daughter and sister. She is wife and mother, friend and neighbor, educator and president, child of God, and citizen of the world. And so, Lorrie, we ask this blessing upon you. May the earth and all her beauty awaken the wonder of the child within you. May you know the meaning of play and never be afraid to have a good time. May your feet want to dance much more than they want to march. May your laughter echo long after you leave the room. May your tears make it easier for other people to cry. May you find a home and friends wherever God asks you to be. May your experiences teach others almost as much as they taught you. And may you live in peace because you live peacefully. May your friends double your joy and divide your sorrow. And may the blessings of a generous God inspire you to do the very best you can, but no more. Amen.
Thank you, Father Bob. And now, if you can remain standing for the singing of the Alma Mater, led by Lorraine O'Donnell, Managing Director of the Kavinoky Theater. The words are printed in the program. Lorraine.
Alma Mater, our song we raise to thee, a song of love, a song of praise, a song of loyalty. We love thy gracious, kindly ways, we pray
Thank you, Lorraine. Please be seated. Once again, I want to thank all of you for joining us today, an historic day in the life of D'Youville College, as we open our next chapter under the leadership of President Clemo. I ask that you remain seated and in place throughout the entire recessional. Immediately following the recessional, you are all invited to join us in the lobby immediately outside of these doors for a reception. Warm wishes for a wonderful evening.
Everybody look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's commence to singing joyfully.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting for.
Everybody be glad, because our silent fear and dread are gone.
Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day?
Everybody be glad, because the sun is shining just for us.
Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello, world! It's like a different way of living now.
Thank you, world. I always knew that we'd be free somehow.
In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? 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 Everybody look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's commence to singing joyfully.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting for.
Everybody be glad, because our silent fear and dread are gone.
Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day?
Everybody be glad, because the sun is shining just for us.
Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello, world! It's like a different way of living now.
Thank you, world. I always knew that we'd be free somehow.
In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about,